I'm an empty nester, so I have 2 daughters that are adult. I had a farmhouse in California. I've always been in corporate leadership. I've had some really cool jobs along the way. I just wanted something different. I felt like I was always working. There's a lot of the country that I wanted to see. I wanted to see the national parks. I love to hike, and I wanted to be able to do those things before I was too old to not be able to do them. So I started reaching out to builders. I found this converted school bus. It was a risk. It was the scariest decision I ever made, but it's paid off because now I have this freedom and this time, and it's honestly restored my faith in humanity, meeting all of these people who are nomadic as well. It's a great community, so supportive, and I get to travel and see the world, and I'm not tied down to anything. That seems like a great life. Hi, I'm Jamie, and this is my wood cabin on wheels. This is my bus. It's a 98 International 7.3 turbo engine. Big part of the reason I bought the bus was because it had an engine with only 115,000 miles on it. It's got a roof raise and all RV windows, which was really important to me to help just retain the heat that's inside the bus and also keep it cool during the summers. I've got 1,000 watts of solar on top, and I've got 400 amp hours of lithium battery in the garage. I've got a roof deck where I do yoga and also just sit on the deck and have a glass of wine and watch the sunset at the end of the day. I've got 200 gallons of fresh water, and they're also insulated so I don't have to worry about those freezing. I do have a gray water tank that's 100 gallons. If I'm being conservative with my water, I can go like 6 to 7 weeks with the fresh water that I have. This is the garage. I have some fun stuff in here. I have my inflatable kayak, my fishing pole, chop saw in here with wood storage. I've got my batteries, my electrical system. Over here I keep all of my stickers of places that I've visited. And this is Bumming with Big Betty, and that is the original channel of this bus build. Out of high school, I married my high school sweetheart, and I lost him 17 years ago, tragically, and that was a hard time. But you know, I do think that's part of why my daughters and I are so close, because it was just the 3 of us. I never remarried. Blending families was pretty difficult, and so I just focused in on my kids and my career. My daughters and I have always had a really close relationship, but it definitely has brought us closer. I think they're really proud of me that I've stepped outside of the norm and I'm doing it. If anything, I would say it was easier on me, because I do think that had I stayed at the farmhouse and I didn't have anybody to take care of anymore, that would have been much harder on me, where instead I was thrown into this new life that I had to discover and figure out and, you know, be creative. And that helped me to kind of process through who I am and who I want to be and where I stand now as, you know, I'm still a mom, but it's different than when you're raising young children. So we're at the front of the bus, and for the most part it was kept original. We did include a sound system and speakers so we can bump the tunes while we're on the road. This is definitely my home, so I loved bringing in like little knickknacks like this. I also have a passenger seat here, so this unfolds when I have someone driving with me, and there's a cushion so they can be nice and comfy. I do have hardwood flooring throughout the bus, and there's radiant floor heating, so that's really nice when it's cold outside. Then we kind of step into the kitchen. So I've got the stove top with the oven, which is perfect for my sourdough baking. Then I have some really nice butcher block countertops with my espresso maker, because for me, coffee's important. These drawers are really set deep, and they're on really strong hinges. So I really feel like I can pack these up. I usually have a bit of dry storage. This is where my kombucha is stored as I travel. And then I've got a lot of my canned foods from when I had the farm. So it's really nice to have on the road, and they've actually held up really well. I love that this is a cast iron top. A lot of the new ones have glass. So I've actually had to do some repairs on the stove, but I'm gonna continue to do those because I really wanna keep this one in play. Then I've got the oven, and I store like my cast iron and my Dutch oven in here. And then in the bottom is where I keep the rest of like my pans, my Instant Pot, my air fryer. I also have a full-size fridge and freezer. I can stay off grid for a really long time, and I don't have to worry about having to get more food. And then I've got a really deep inset sink. And then I also have a triple stage filtering system underneath the sink. And so that goes to my drinking water up here. I love to cook. I'm a huge foodie, and I don't feel like I've had to give up anything. I've got enough space to be able to really put anything together. I love when I come to events that a bunch of us come together and, you know, we cook together. And with 1,000 watts of solar, I haven't had any problems with energy. So like running the espresso machine or the air fryer or anything like that, it all works really well. So that is one feature that I absolutely love. This is my tiny wood stove from Dwarf Stoves. It's a 4K. So it's pretty big, and I can fit quite a bit of wood to keep it burning all night long when I'm in a cold location. So this is the one upgrade that I've done in here. I love woodworking, and so I actually built this door. Previously it was a swing out door, and it really didn't work. This couch also doubles as a bed. And so when the bed was extended, then the door, you either had to have it open or fully shut. And so now this is on drawer slides, and so you can get a little privacy when you need to. I have a full shower, lots of room. All of the water comes in through this copper piping, so it was just another mechanism to ensure that things don't freeze when we're in the colder weather. A cute little sink. It's the cutest little sink. I get a lot of comments on that. Teak floor gives some space for the water flow. And then I've got the Airhead composting toilet, which I absolutely love. I didn't love it at first, but I love it now. So this is the couch area that also doubles as my dinette. So we've got more butcher block here. So this table pulls out, and you can sit a couple of people here to eat. I also, whenever I'm, working on the computer and stuff like that, that's typically where I sit. This bench actually does pull out and becomes a full bed. The coolest feature is the foam bed. I also have taken up to the roof deck and slept up top before. So that's really nice when you have a nice warm night. All of the wood throughout the bus is all reclaimed. So a lot of it came from cedar from saunas. And then we've got some old barn wood back here as well. On this side, we've got just more storage. This is where I keep my dirty laundry. And then I have a food and water station for my pup. It's really nice, convenient. I don't ever have to move it, and it never spills while I'm driving. So that's great. This is my closet. So not only do I have like a lot of hanging space, but then I also have all of this storage underneath here. So I do have radiant floor heating, and so I've got a hydronic diesel heater, and so I also have a fan that will pull or push in heat. So in this drawer I have clothing, and then here I have cleaning items and just personal things. Again, really deep set drawers that I can fit a lot of additional things in. And over here we've got Blue's cubby. So this is typically where she sleeps each night. So up here I've got a short queen bed, which is an organic avocado mattress. So it's actually built for RVs, and so it's got a lot of airflow. So I've never had to worry about mold or anything like that. I also have a TV. It's one of my favorite morning routines. I pull the hammock out and it clips, and then I typically am laying in that while I'm drinking my coffee and listening to my morning podcast. And then back behind my pillows, I have book storage. I've been in the bus for 1 year, and I paid $80,000 for it. I plan to continue to travel for the next couple of years in the bus. I don't plan to really sell it. I will hold on to it. I do hope to build a cabin by hand in Alaska someday, and then utilize the bus to go out on fishing and hunting trips and just have it so that our family can use it as we need it. So thanks for checking out the bus. If you'd like to follow my journey, I'm at Dare to Dream Nomad, and I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for that tour. Your bus is fantastic. And before you go, if you are building a bus conversion, I recently found that signaturesolar.com has the best prices on a lot of things you might need. They have 400-watt solar panels for cheaper than I've ever seen. They've got lithium batteries like the EG4 I reviewed that are fantastic value. They've even got pre-charged, super efficient mini splits for sale. Check out signaturesolar.com in the link below and use my code JUICEBOX for $50 off anything you buy. And if you like this video, you're gonna love Regretless's roof raised shorty. Check it out right here.